Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I'm not going to reiterate the situation between the United States and Russia that occurs on the territory of the Ukrainian nation, but I will go to the article and then I will discuss how retarded this view is coming from the Russians. And it seems like they are either delusional or drank some too much vodka or something is going on. It's very irrational. Their expectations to negotiate with the West and the United States of America are delusional. So, this article comes from Sputnik. It's a Russian media outlet. It's from today, the 11th of October 2022. This is the title. Just pay attention. Moscow to consider US request for Putin-Biden meeting upon receipt. So they would agree to meet with the Americans if the Americans says, yeah, let's meet. But the Americans don't want to meet. So, Russia will consider Washington's request for a meeting between US President Joe Biden and Russian President Vladimir Putin on the sidelines of the upcoming G-20 summit in Indonesia if Moscow receives such a proposal. You will not receive it. You will never receive it. How can you even think about it like that? And this is Lavrov, who I have, I admire his diplomacy, the way he is as a diplomat. But it seems like he's, short on oil, if you know what I mean. Anyway. And I'm quoting Lavrov. We have repeatedly said that we never refuse meetings, and if there is a proposal, we will consider it. If everyone thinks that there is already a signal that US President Joe Biden is ready for such a meeting, then this confidence, as I understand it, is only based on his phrase, well, we'll see, when asked if he would meet with Putin in the future. This is probably more appropriate for analytical journalistic speculations than for real politics, Lavrov told the Rossiya 1 broadcaster. Hey, Biden doesn't know what he's talking about, Lavrov. You didn't figure that out yet? And when he said, we'll see, what does that mean? We're going to talk to Putin, we'll see? If he would meet with Putin, and he thinks that we will consider it if they would request it. They will not request it. I mean, I would be surprised if they would, if they would, I would be like 1% if Biden would talk to Putin. And if Putin tries to talk to Biden, then he is the subordinate. That should be done by equals, but from equal standpoint. But they will not. They will not. Now, how can I say it mildly? Let's put it this way. I'm going to put it in the context of a family, of a relationship. So let's say you had a relationship in college or high school with your sweetheart. And that broke down, right? So you went your way, she left you. Let's put it this way. She left you. She left you for another man. But you still love her. So then you say, oh my God, what can I do? And you try to get her back, being a beta male, you try to get her back. As an alpha said, gonna go somewhere else. Anyway, so you want her back as a beta, because here Lavrov is a beta. Russia plays as a beta male, right in a relationship. And he's thinking, oh, okay, she's got this boyfriend, she's gonna come back. When she gets over that boyfriend, she's gonna find another one? No, she's gonna come to me. And she doesn't. She goes to another one, and another one, and then you lose contact and whatever, and then you find out you still think that she's gonna come back to you to talk to you. After she left you, she got with that boyfriend, the other boyfriend, and now she's married. Now she's married, has 5 children, and you still think that she's gonna come and talk to you. And then let's say you think, oh, if she would decide to talk to me, I might consider talking to her. What on earth is going through your head? She's already married, 20 years passed, she's got 5 kids, you're a loser, what do you want? How can you even have it in your mind that she might turn around after she has a beautiful life over there? You are in deep doo-doo. She might come and talk to you and you will consider it. You have nothing. You have nothing. Your life is like shit. She's doing okay. She's on her way with her husband, with her children, maybe, I don't know, whomever. She has a good life. You don't. And you're the one who, I will consider it. This is Lavrov and Russia. And that's United States. Things are rosy for United States. They're great. They got this guy in a bad situation. They keep him over there. He's not a competitor. I'm getting you down economically, militarily, everything. I'm getting you down. And why do I want to come and talk to you? And then you say, I would consider it. You? Who are you? Little by little, this thing is going to go down. Because it's not about Ukraine and Russia, it's about those guys over there and these guys over here. And Ukraine is in the middle, used by those guys. Even if, let's put it this way, even if they would talk, which I think it's almost impossible for many reasons. Let's say they talk. Do you think that they would come to an understanding? What the understanding could be? I mean, that guy's, what could the understanding be? Okay, we're gonna get your troops back. You're gonna pay the $250 billion, right? And you have to do what we tell you to do. And we're gonna put weapons in Ukraine, and we're gonna move in with NATO, and we're gonna be close to you, and you're gonna be our vassal state. Put your signature there. Okay. Do you think there's gonna be anything less than that, or more than that? No, that would be the beginning of the requirements. The other one would be, we have inspectors over there at your nuclear sites, as we had before in Yeltsin's time, but you will not have in our country. What are you talking about? You guys gotta move on, which is the leadership. After Putin gets a little bit senile, we're gonna remove him. We're gonna put some moderate Russians, some 35-year-old, person who knows everything, that went through George Soros's Open Society programs and so on. I'm gonna put some like those, some very, progressive Russians, or not Russians, Zelensky's. You don't have to put Russians. You put what you put in Ukraine. You put Zelensky, Zhmyhal, Reznikov, and Yermak. Put some of those. That would make it perfect. Make it kosher. Perfect. So, how do you analyze these guys' thing? Oh, just because, we are open for negotiations. You were. But the other guys punched you in the balls and kicked you in the ass from the very beginning, 5 years already. You tried before the invasion, before the operation started. They said, we're not going to talk to you. You have no right to tell us what to do in Ukraine. Ukraine is NATO if we want. If they apply open door policy, you have nothing to say. Now you did, and you kind of, situation is not that, we intervened. And we're not part of the conflict, which I think they are. But the Russians were stupid at the beginning. They should have drawn a line and stick with it right there in the sand. You supply Ukraine with a condom, and that is a direct involvement. And we're going to turn crazy. Do you think they would have done it? One time. That's why they say Putin is mad. No, I think I don't know what's wrong with him. I think he's calculated all this. But you have to think that he's got a life too, and he's thinking about, I still like being the president. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. It's just, the Americans are going to contact you to negotiate. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.